wasn't this the week that I got to watch Jason meet the royal family?
It was. It was.
Yeah, I knew you were serious when I was like, Jason, do you want to go meet?
And he was like, what do I do with my beer?
Yeah, I watched him have this moment with his beer where he's just like, but I want.
Taylor said that meeting Jason for the first time had been unforgettable, explaining that he had burst onto the scene with so much energy, recounting to Kylie how he had been shotgunning beers with the Bills Mafia and wanted to jump through flaming tables, only for Kylie to calmly suggest that it wasn't the best idea at that moment. She remarked that this phrase, "Can we not do that right now?" was one Kylie often used in many situations, even with their 4-year-old, such as when the child wanted to throw pudding on the wall. She added that nothing had topped the sheer speed with which Jason had moved that day, flying through the window in the snow, handing kids through windows, moving with a quickness that defied his size. Taylor told people that she had never seen anyone so big move so fast, and she felt lucky to have witnessed it. She recalled that on a first date, she had asked Jason what it had been like to play against his brother in the Super Bowl, imagining them both on the field at the same time, facing off, only for Jason to explain that as both had been on a fence, they had never actually played directly against each other, which had shattered her assumptions about football from her playground experiences. Taylor had said she thought NFL games were like the playground, where quarterbacks would face off directly after the whistle, a funny misconception that had left everyone laughing. She admitted that she hadn't even known what a first down was, or what the chains did, or even what a tight end was, but she had jumped headfirst into football, eventually becoming obsessed. She said she would race through her house, shrieking about draft picks like Xavier Worthy, catching her friends off guard with her new passion, and getting so excited about player trades that she had to double-check the facts herself. She told others that the conversation soon turned to technicalities, cover 2, cover 4, cover 0, learning the intricacies of play calls and formations, with her constantly learning and sharing the journey. She insisted that she wasn't ready to be an analyst yet, but after 16 months of deep immersion, she had certainly come a long way. Taylor explained that she had never used to let herself feel like she had arrived, especially since she had started so young, releasing her first album at 16, always thinking about the next step, the next project, and finding joy in the planning itself. She said the higher she climbed, the more creative freedom she gained, each new milestone giving her more autonomy to focus and make art as she wanted. She remarked that the pressure increased, but the rewards were greater creative, control and the thrill of working at new levels, not material gains, but the artistic freedom she cherished. She said she had never allowed herself to say, "I've made it," until the Eras Tour, which had felt like something entirely different, a level of presence and joy she had never experienced before. She explained that now, even while performing, she could soak in the moment, standing at the end of a show, fully present, grateful for everything. At the same time, she said she was already thinking about what to create next, writing new songs, planning music videos, directing, and loving every moment, driven by creativity above all else. Taylor stated that the fans appreciated her dedication, and she felt grateful for the chance to keep evolving. At one point, Taylor turned the tables and asked Travis and Jason a question, teasing Travis about his waxing situation and how the hair was growing back, leading to some laughter and banter about managing thick hair and the itchiness that comes with regrowth. She mentioned that the brothers joked about not really managing it at all, just letting things happen naturally, passing through the itchy phase and moving on. The latest episode of the New Heights podcast, co-hosted by Jason and Travis Kelce, reportedly had started out like any other, with talk of golf tournaments, family life, and behind-the-scenes stories, but had taken an unexpected turn when Jason had casually joked about Travis keeping a ring safe or the fans would find out, causing Travis to pause, smile awkwardly, and then quickly change the subject. Millions of viewers had noticed the exchange, and social media had exploded as people speculated about what the remark meant. Taylor, in New York at the time, hadn't been present for the taping, but had learned about the incident almost immediately. She was said to have been shocked at first, sitting in silence, eyes wide, replaying the podcast in disbelief, according to friends who spoke with the Daily Mail. But after a few hours, as public speculation ramped up, she was said to have relaxed, realizing that her feelings for Travis were clear and that an engagement announcement would come soon anyway. Travis's awkward smile following Jason's comment reportedly hadn't gone unnoticed either, with fans interpreting it as a sign that he was indeed preparing to propose. A Chiefs insider noted that Travis was serious about Taylor, and Jason's slip may have embarrassed him momentarily, but he was ready for the next step. Jason's reputation for humor and candor was well known, with a long history of teasing Travis on the podcast, but this time, his joke had turned into a massive talking point. After the episode aired, Jason was said to have taken to social media with a cheeky, "Oops, I guess I said too much," which quickly racked up hundreds of thousands of likes and shares, with fans dubbing him the greatest spoiler of the year. The buzz reportedly wasn't limited to fans. Both the Kelce and Swift families had found themselves under intense scrutiny, with friends and relatives fielding calls and texts about the engagement rumor. The news cycle spun fast, with tabloids, sports analysts, and Swifties all speculating about the ring and the timing of a possible announcement. As the story dominated headlines, the families were said to have done their best to stay calm, even as photographers and reporters staked out their homes for any sign of wedding planning. Taylor was said to have stayed focused on her music, rehearsing for upcoming shows and working on new material, while Travis continued his training and podcasting duties. Privately, the couple was reported to have leaned on each other for support, joking about the media frenzy and finding comfort in their shared sense of humor. Jason, always the instigator, was reported to have kept the jokes coming, teasing Travis on air and off, but also expressing genuine happiness at seeing his brother so content. Taylor was said to have appreciated the warmth and acceptance from the Kelce family, especially during quieter moments away from the cameras, where she felt like just another member of the clan. Travis was reported to have taken every opportunity to show his support, attending Taylor's concerts and cheering her on from the crowd, while she became a regular presence at his games, learning the ropes of football fandom and making friends with players' families. They were reported to have celebrated milestones together, from small victories like nailing a new song arrangement to big ones like playoff wins, building memories that bridged their two worlds. Even as speculation about a proposal swirled, Taylor and Travis were said to have focused on enjoying their time together, traveling when their schedules allowed, exploring new cities, and finding little ways to stay connected despite the demands of their careers. Their relationship reportedly unfolded in a whirlwind of stadium lights and studio sessions, but they made time for quiet dinners, walks in the park, and inside jokes that kept things grounded. As the days went by and the engagement rumor refused to die down, both Taylor and Travis were described as handling the attention with grace, neither confirming nor denying anything, letting their actions speak louder than words. Fans were said to have kept a close eye on every detail, from the jewelry Taylor wore to the way Travis looked at her during games, analyzing photos and videos for hidden clues. The internet's detective work was reported to have only fueled more headlines, with outlets running stories about secret wedding plans, possible dates, and even speculating about venues.